Hello, my name is Zhatelier. Welcome back for another episode of EU4. As the people say, in previous episode we managed to annex Bologna, and we were trying to buddy up with Pisa, but they're not quite willing to become a vassal yet. Well, I'm sure that eventually we'll do that, so we don't need to worry about that quite yet too much. We of course do need to do eventually a bit of a war against Venice one way or another to get Ravenna back. That would be quite handy. That might actually be enough to get the mission done, now that I think of it. There's either Ferrara, Ravenna, or Parma that we need. And, well, the options are some... Well, those are the three options. We just need one of those to get one of the missions done. So it's still a bit of in the air on what we're going to do. But yeah, one of those three provinces is what we need. After that, we'll need to get a bit further to the west. Still haven't got the naval thing sorted out, but I suppose the naval tradition hasn't been all that great for us. Ooh, Hungary got a new cardinal. Oh, right, and the Reformation... Yeah, okay. Trade collapse. Oh dear. I'm going to take the 100 Diplo point hit there. Admittedly, it's going to delay the ID over here slightly. Honestly, that's probably not the end of the world. We can also get the... Oh, -2 on national unrest. Shortly. Social mobility. No, I'm going to take the advisor cost reduction. The clergy nobility might not like it. But that's fine. They don't have to like it. Now, is there anything in the workshop? No, not really. Or any good workshops available yet? No. And taxes, we've got most of those already sorted out. I'm going to get... Oh, right, the courthouse. Let's go and get that in Rome. I suspect that's going to be a pretty good one. Oh, and we can seize land. Yeah, we can actually do that. To 44% now. There we go. Getting a bit more in here. And I suppose it does reduce some of the effectiveness of... Or at least the influence of the various estates. Admittedly, it is kind of on the path to get a very absolute nation again, but that's fine. How bad is the religion over here? Oh, Brandenburg's already converted to Protestant. And then there was the... Frankfurt? That started spreading it around its vicinity. And Sweden. Okay, so that's the 3 centers of Protestantism. Alright then, I'm not completely surprised about that, to be fair. First one's usually a bit random, but after that it's... Right, so actually, that's the state maintenance. We might want to get another one into Ancona, I think. Also reducing the, whatchamacallit, the governing capacity usage a bit further. We've got plenty of points available. Ooh. Genoa's exile. We can either improve relations with Genoa, or we can get some prestige. How is our relations? You know what, I'm going to improve relations with Genoa for now. We don't necessarily need that particular advisor right now. Heresy in Cologne, or Cologne, let's, we'll lodge a protest. Let's see how it goes. Oh, and there we go, we can get the national unrest. They comply, excellent. The prestige decay is a bit less, that's good, and less unrest. Does mean that we're not going to have quite as many rebellions anymore. We'll still probably have quite a few, mind you. Not right now, but once we capture some, or conquer some more land. Hey, 3 leagues has left the coalition, so that's the first of the... coalition vacating. I do wonder about Pisa though. Is that one still nowhere near willing to become a vassal? Yeah, it's still nowhere near. Although we got quite a bit of trust with all the favors with them, so we can go ahead and increase the trust by another 20 points, which is now 75. So that should get us maybe a little bit closer, although maybe not that much yet. Ooh, influential trading family in Alexandria. Excellent. I like the sound of that. Trade protection against Genoa. Alright then. Are they pirating me again? Well, they're probably pirating Venice mostly, but, you know, I get impacted by that as well. Oh, the Dakivar ends with Sweden. Alright then. Hey, there we go. Genoa left the coalition. Excellent. The relations are somewhat normalized again. Although we do have a fairly high aggressive expansion with them, 46. The coalition at this point would not be too bad to fight. It's not necessarily ideal, but it would be okay, I suppose. But I think if we were to... Oh, there we go, Age of Reformation. Let's have a... Oh, Gascon Musket Company. So join the Reformation. I'm not going to get that one. Humanist or religious? We are going to get the religious, probably. I don't know if we're going to get that during this era, though, or not. Then provinces converted. I'm sure we'll get that eventually. Colonial Empire, you know... That's also an option. We could try to start making some papal colonies. Could be kind of fun in a way. Convert another nation, that's going to happen eventually. An Asian trade, that's going to be a bit tricky. Unify culture. That's going to be pretty tricky, I reckon. I don't know which ones are the Latin provinces, but there's probably quite a few. But I suppose the prestigious conversions, that's quite handy. Institutions bred in true faith provinces, also very handy. Ship trade power propagation is very handy. War score calls versus other religions, also very handy. Mercenary discipline can be very good for our Swiss Guard. Blockade impact on siege is very nice. And the religion enforced edict, so resistance to Reformation. Okay, so we could try to keep, for example, some areas from getting the Reformation at all. There we go, the second courthouse is done. And how much do we have? Oh yeah, we've got income of 18 per month. You know what, Rubino? You're going to get that upgrade there. I know that we're a bit late on that, but there's still a bit more trade power in Venice that we now have. Although we have, well, we've got 7% there, that's not too much. And we're still drilling the main army over here. That's good, getting a bit of drill there. So, let's double check. Mantua, that will still be quite a large armies that we'd have to facing. The Mad Seer. I'm going to pay a little bit admin points for that. I do actually wonder. We do need to increase the development in Rome a bit further. We do have still the development cost reduction in here. So I'm just going to go ahead and use a bit of the admin point to increase this a bit further. So we need to get like 40 development in Rome. Although we might want to save up on some of these points to when the colonialism is actually spawned soon enough. So we're going to save the rest of that. Probably should have saved those as well, but I suppose we do get a bit more tax income now. So it's not like it's all bad, just, you know, partially bad. Generation Coward. We're just going to purge them. From the military, not like, you know, completely. Right, let's get the next mission, actually. Perugia Manufactory, I mean, that would be another vineyard. Or farm estate, I suppose. Crimea, good relations with us? I mean, I suppose that's a possibility. Or Ancona have more base production. You know what? That would actually be quite nice. That's 140 ducats. Oh. I'm going to do that. I'm going to put the local development cost edict again. Get that at 2 levels, and there we go. That's 140 ducats right there. So it's still saying that we got an expensive edict in here. We're just going to keep it in there for now. Although, you know what? Actually, we're going to switch that to the trade power for a little bit. Diplomatic insult on Mantua. You know what? Actually, we're going to try to ease the tensions again. Maybe we can keep getting some better or more vessels around here, although it's not necessarily going to be easy. Protestantism entrench. Okay, price of fish changed by minus 10% until the end of the game. Hey, but there we go. That's the coalition basically collapsing. I don't think there's much remaining. There's Venice in the coalition. Well, never mind. There's no one in the coalition now. If we were to declare war on Venice, they still have a whole lot of allies, including Poland and the Knights, so I couldn't invite them. What I could do potentially, if I was to declare war on Mantua, Bohemia would not join, because they're in debt. I do have quite a few other allies, though. I could potentially get the Knights and Austria to join in. Oh, if we bring in Austria, then Bohemia is going to be in. Well, that's not a surprise. But let's see, so this would be potentially quite a large conflict. I would like to get Ravenna back from Venice. And also Mantua. Conquer that so we can get a little bit further north. And we can then, in future wars, we can capture some more land from Venice. So I think that could be ideal. And let's see, so they've got 91,000 men. Our side has a bit less than that. Although I don't think this counts Hungarian troops, does it? No. So in reality, we probably do have more. Ah, but we can't set a diplomat. Actually, yeah, we can't set... Oh, because of improved relations. Never mind. Let's actually go ahead and cancel that one. We don't actually want to take a stability hit while declaring war. Actually, no, it's 150 isn't the limit, not 100. Or the minus stability while declaring war. So now we could declare the war. You know what? Let's, first of all, before we declare war, let's stop the drill. We'll get the troops into Firenze first. Actually, well, yeah, we'll keep them in there for the time being. Venetians are currently drilling. I could do, actually, Austria. Do we have a lot of favors with you? We do. I'm gonna tell you to prepare for war. I'll give it a couple months to regain morale. Now we're going to try to stack wipe the Mantua's troops as soon as possible at the start of the war. There's a bit of unrest still in Lucca. That's not going to be too bad, though. I suppose what I could even do to keep the aggressive expansion and all that a little bit lower. Milan is no longer transferring trade power to us. Unfortunate. I'm going to give one more month, and then we're going to start moving into Modena. Then I'm going to wait there for a month. Then I'm going to declare war on Mantua. Wait, who are you? Oh, already dealing with the rebellions. Alright then. But yeah, so I do want to get this one. I could potentially turn Mantua into a vassal, which means that it's going to be... We can then annex them later on. But at the same time, we've got a lot of admin points, so we could try to get that. This is we need to make sure that we don't cause too much aggressive expansion, because we just got rid of the previous coalition. Oh, 25 deploy for 1 mercantilism. You know what? I think there's something we can do with that, yeah? Right, Mantua, I think it's time. I know you would be... Oh, we got good relations with them right now. How good relations do we have? Oh, it is over 100, okay. No, it's our opinion of theirs, just massive. Oh, but indulgences. Alright then. Yeah, that's a problem. If I was to declare war on Venice directly, that's going to be a lot of big allies. That's not going to work. And Ferrara, we've got a truce, right? Yeah, we do. So who else is in there? Bosnia, Salzburg, Sicily, Mantua, and Konstanz. So, oh, right, yeah, the Knights can no longer be part of that coalition. Or the Trade League, rather. That's kind of good to know. But it does complicate things a little bit. So we could take the hit on stability. Or we could send an insult. Scornful insult. Ferrara would actually like that. We have sky filled with comets. So now can we declare war without... Yes, we can. Oh dear, we lost the Admiral. That also reminds me, we might want to get the fleet back home to regroup. Also go ahead and get a new Admiral in there. Although, yeah, we're going to get a new Admiral. 2420, I mean, it's not too bad of a captain. Although I suspect that the Venetian fleet is going to be pretty hard over here to deal with. But Mantua, we could now declare the war. Bohemia would not join. Oh, we could even get the Knights into this. And Pisa. Although, okay, we can't send another diplomat there yet. We need to wait for a little bit longer. But if we can get Pisa into this, that could be kind of handy. That would get us to a lot more closer to parity in the... Oh, because Bohemia is not in this, it's actually going to be a lot easier for us, so we don't need Pisa. I think the Knights and Austria are going to be fine. The Knights will, if possible, will give them some land from Venice. Like, I don't know, Constantinople might be a bit much, but we could try... Oh dear. Oh dear. Byzantine separatists. Okay, well, they got Gallipoli at least, so that's... You know, they're not completely destroyed, but I think they might lose a bit of territory to Byzantium. Also, can we... Well, we could potentially build a vineyard again. Or farm estate. It's only 455. It's not like a huge amount of increase in money. But actually, I'm going to save the money for now. I think that's going to be the better option. Right, so Mantua, can we declare the war yet? No. We need to wait... Right, we still need to wait a little bit longer. Because we start to improve relations with them. Right, so Austria and Knights, that should be sufficient. Go ahead and stack wipe these as soon as possible. You can run, but you can't hide. Go ahead and combine these into your fleet. That's going to be a stack wipe, isn't it? Yes, it is. There we go. Now with the artillery, we got the 4 artillery regiments and 4 siege ships, so that's about +6 for the siege already from the get-go. They didn't have the 4 up. But no, yeah, oh yeah, they didn't have the 4 up. Oh. So they got a tiny bit of boost there, but not enough. Oh, I think, oh, the Venetian fleet is in there. Okay, yeah, we need to be careful around there. I'm actually going to, oh wait, no, never mind. Those are going to Treviso. Oh, they're sieging Avignon already. Oh, well, I suppose Savoy, that's to be expected. Looks like the Venetians are heading down that way as well. Oh, we could become the Defender of Faith. Huh. I'm not necessarily going to, but we could. I mean, currently it's Austria, so that's fine. They do get a decent bit of boost from that, and they'll probably be doing a decent chunk of the fighting in here. But also, you know, seizing down the various smaller enemies in here, like Sicily and Salzburg. Constance probably as well. We'll get rid of Mantua's stuff briefly, then we'll go Ravenna and then see where we go from there, really. At least we do have a lot of money. You know what, I think now might be the time to get a manufactory, so we'll just get the one in Perugia. That should increase the production quite nicely overall. There we go, Siege of Mantua, only 113 days, which is a bit of a surprise. Let's go to Ravenna, because I do want to have that one. Then after that, we could go for some of the Venetian stuff in here, or I could try to maybe move into... Oh, Savoy only got level 1 fort there. Okay, that could be interesting. We could maybe try to kick Savoy out of the war sooner rather than later. Also, is that Venetians over there? Oh yeah, the Venetians went off into the Austrian western areas there. Oh right, Bosnia is part of this war as well, okay. I don't suppose that we can give that to Hungary, can we? There we go, we seize down Ravenna. Let's go ahead and move into Savoy. If we can get to their capital, that'd be brilliant. I think we can. Just might take a little bit. Oh, is that? Oh, there's already Protestants in Parma. That seems like a trouble. At least in Milan, Milan hasn't converted themselves. It's just, you know, some of the population has. But I think this siege of Chambéry should be fairly quick. Yeah, it starts at 14%. Could even use the artillery barrage, but I'm not going to spend the points for that. Not right now. We want to get the idea group completed first before we start spending money on that. Or points, rather. No, prestige from land battles plus 50%, and manpower and true faith provinces plus 50%. That's going to be really good. And then missionary strength versus heretics increases, and closure loyalty equilibrium. So closure is probably going to be... Yeah, got 87% there right now. That's massive. Or did we have... No, well, I suppose we may have had some attrition there. Wait, who? Oh, right. Okay, so how many... You got Aragon, Navarra, and Naples as junior partners. Okay. Like, there's a whole lot of new monarchs who suddenly appeared, and I figured that there was something off in there. But it's just the Spanish. Now they got a bit of fleet over here blockading some of our stuff. Not too much, that's a trade fleet, though. And is this one going to... No, that's just sitting there. I'm going to go ahead and catch that trade fleet. Oh, triangle trade. The price of slaves goes up. Alright then, well, the Portuguese are going to reap some reward from that for sure. But we might be able to do a bit of a stinking of these trade fleet. Oh, actually, probably capturing a decent bit of their trade fleet. Then we're just going to go back to Lucca as soon as that's done. Yeah, there we go. We capture one of them. Get to Lucca, repair the ships. And we'll go from there. So, could we get some... Oh, they got a decent defensiveness in here. Mostly thanks to the mountains, though. Right, so anyone willing to take a peace deal yet? Salzburg is no, city is not yet. Bosnia might be the well, actually, we can't seize that one fully yet. But I think we're going to first try to get things like Savoy out of the war, so we don't need to worry about Savoy seizing down Avignon or anything like that. I really should build like a rampart or something like that in there to make it sieging down Avignon as hard as possible. Birth of colonialism. Where did it spawn? Asturias. Okay. Is it actually spreading to me yet? At all? Not really. Well, it's probably going to spread through Sicily later on. Yeah, that's going to take a little while. Don't suppose... No, I can't change the golden bowl right now with this particular ruler, but that's alright. I need to wait for the next pope. Actually, speaking of which, are we... Yeah, we've got a decent chance of becoming the next pope still. Colombian exchange. The grain price goes down, livestock price goes up, which is actually quite nice for Spoleto. Over here, we could build the farm in there at some point. Or we could save that for, like, the soldier household. Oh, that's Venetians heading down south. I'm not entirely sure where they're going to. There might be some trouble. But hopefully we can seize down Savoy and then just force them out of the war. Sooner rather than later. Ah, where's the... Ah, yeah, they're doing some more blockading in there. Let's see. Terracina, base axe 4. I mean, that's doable. And Modena to have a castle. That gives us some manpower there. Or... The protect against piracy agenda. Burgers bemoan the losses. Okay, so... Yeah, we can take that one. That's already done. Hence, it was a pretty easy choice there. Ah, they might be trying to de-siege Mantua. I mean, that's fair, that's fair. Might be able to fight them off there, although we don't... Oh, reformist, there we go. Reform progress growth, plus 25%. That's rather handy. Oh, silly, what are you offering? You're selling that, or ceding that to Austria, paying some money? You know what, I'm okay with that. I'm guessing Austria is okay with that as well. Speaking of which, is Austria... No, no one's voting for Austria yet. They might still not have a eligible heir. Yeah, no, not quite yet. Hey, there we go. Savoy. No, you're not willing to take a peace deal yet. Alright, let's go and wreck your army in the meanwhile. You won't win your siege before we arrive there. Oh, well, there's the Venetians arriving this way. Might be tricky, but I think we're going to win this battle at least. Break the siege. Yeah, there we go. Let's get into the hills here. If the Venetians are trying to attack us, we'll at least have the defensive terrain. Bosnia, what do you want? You willing to give a province to Hungary? Pay some money? Sure. The Austrians are getting a lot of good stuff out of this war, that's for sure. Well, they've got one province. Hungary's got one province. Oh, Venetians are getting... or Venetians are sieging down the Knights. I don't think that... Oh, no, they've got a bit of an army there. Well, that's good for them. And Venetia's getting sieged down in the Balkans as well. Right, I guess we can go to Nizza. And then from there... actually, I do wonder... Savoy, how much is the war score? Oh, no, that's pretty bad for them. Right, suggest demands. Some money. You know what? If that's all that you're willing to give, I'll take it. That's yet another enemy away from the war. Actually, we might end up with some black flag in here. Nope. Okay, so we can't go through their territories. Because it's through the Swiss. Alright, so we can go through Milan at least. We'll just need to get there first. And then we can start seizing our way eastward, trying to meet up with the Austrians there. Oh, they've got the 21,000 man army there, but I should be able to defeat that, especially if we can get defensive terrain. Or, you know, we've got a decent shock general there as well, so I think that's actually going to be fairly easy to defeat. Is that... Who are we fighting? Oh, Constance. We could go and siege that one down real quick. Oh, Cardinal Minister. I'm just going to take the prestige right now. You know what, actually, let's go out and chase down this small army over here. Well, we might not catch that, but we can maybe siege down Bergamo. Or we could try to go after the army there. They will have the 5,000 man army helping, though, so we'll wait here. Siege down this small province, then we can probably go for Brescia. I don't know if we'll be able to... they might de-siege Mantua in the meanwhile. Got a massive fleet as well. That's a danger. Looks like the Austrians are sieging down a lot from Venice. Venice, who is not willing to take the peace deal yet. But I do want to get the return corps. Actually, it's not listing my corps over there, but I suppose I can just take that one back. And then we could maybe give Istria to Austria. They're not willing to take that because it exceeds war score, and they will probably just take a whole lot of money. Actually, I wonder if we could have them cede something to the Knights as well, but that's a bit easier said than done. Oh, we could get the... Oh, yes. I'm going to go ahead and complete the Divine Ideas. Get some more innovativeness from that. Which we now have 32. Oh, wow, 32. That's actually pretty good innovativeness in 1500. I'm not going to complain about that. There we go. Siege down Bergamo. Let's go ahead and fight off the small army in here. They'll either break their siege. Or, yeah, they did break the siege. They got in here in time. We start from 7%. Although they got decent siege ability in there. I could potentially just go ahead and wreck the troops in Mantua now. Now that we've got the one victory, we are going to not have the terrain penalty. Both sides have the same artillery. We've got, they've got higher discipline. But the siege pips made all the difference there. So let's go ahead and get to Brescia. There we go. So now we can seize that one down. How's, oh, Salzburg is low enthusiasm. We might give that to the Austrians, but I'm not entirely sure. They might not need that one. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and... Do I want to... No, we're going to wait until Austria is the Emperor again before we start giving the Empire some points. Right, so let's... yeah, we're going to get the trade efficiency from here. So what was that? That's cost of fabricate claims minus 25%. That's actually going to be quite useful as well. Oh, well, there we go. The Venetian fleet got caught out in there for a moment at least. I do wonder if they are going to be bringing some stuff over here or not. Oh, they're definitely blockading some port. Oh, that's where the Venetians went. Well, you know, Avignon should be fairly defendable for now. I do wonder, though. Is it possible for us to build the ramparts in here? I don't think... Well, we could if we had the money. That is something that we probably should build there. In all fairness, too high taxes. Aha. Okay, well, I guess we'll get a bit of unrest there. I don't suppose... No, it's not overextension or anything like that. It's just, you know, too high taxes, I guess. Should be able to get the siege down over here shortly enough, though. So that's good. Then we'll probably go to liberate Avignon again, or make sure that the siege of Avignon does not go through. Poland got another cardinal. Oh, and the knights got out of the war. They give war reparations, a bit of money. Okay, but they didn't have to end the alliance or anything like that, so that's at least useful. I guess we don't need to worry about ceding some land over there then. Right, let's go ahead and break off that siege. Ooh. Oh, we lost the good siege general from the Swiss Guard. Well, that's unfortunate. We've still got some cannons in there, so it's not like we're completely useless, but it was luckily after that siege. Oh, and Ansbach is still the Emperor. Alright, Austrians are not Electra. They still have the... Right, that shouldn't take too long, though, to become a proper heir. All that glitters is not gold. It is gold. It is not. I'm going to take the gold. Now, let's go... We're going to have a bit of penalties for this combat. Still got a decent combat general, though, so we should be able to defeat them nonetheless, even with these penalties that we're having. Of course, they don't have a whole lot of troops in this army anymore. So, oh, and there we go. Their front line is broken. Advancement of the merchant class. Alright, then. So is that one? Yeah, that should be a pretty easy victory. Are they actually retreating to... Oh, yes, they're retreating to Avignon. Oh, and what do we have? Oh, expensive edict. Oh, that reminds me. I suppose over here we would probably switch that to... Probably just no edict for now. Actually, institution spread could also be handy. But then over here, we're going to go ahead and put on the development cost reduction. I'm going to spend some of the points to develop Rome. Because we've got a whole lot of points there waiting. So how close are we getting the colonialism? Well, it's already 18%. Oh, and now we just need one more development point in there. I suppose military could be okay. It's not like we don't have the points there, but... Oh, there we go. Avignon, we stack up the Venetians. Alright, let's get back to Venice. Or we'll get to Verona, really, at this point. Oh, and the Salzburg siege is still not done. Okay. Oh, there we go. Treviso's been sieged down. So, Venetians... Oh, end of religious turmoil in Bohemia. You're not willing to give me and Austria these two yet, are you? Not yet. Also, we'll just want a whole lot of money. I don't want to necessarily have too much of a aggressive expansion yet from the Venetian peace deal. But yeah, so that's going to be too much. I might be able to get some more reparations as well. That's going to give us a huge boost in our economy. But that's going to have to wait until they are willing to take the peace deal, and that's going to take a bit more sieging down, I reckon. They've still got a lot of territories down here that we haven't really managed to deal with. You know what, let's go ahead and give this the orders to autonomously siege down all of that. It says getting to Venetia is going to be a bit of a problem, but I suspect, yeah, there's not that much troops on the enemy side anymore. Plus, once we siege down these, we could go and siege down Salzburg, for example. That shouldn't be too big of a problem. There we go, Verona's been sieged down. Oh, well, they've got some more troops in Avignon, but it seems like the Austrians are on that. Although, that's an interesting army, cavalry and artillery only. That might not be as effective as they perhaps hope. But what we can do is we can start building the rampart in here. That's more defensiveness, the local defenders, dice roll bonus, and attrition for enemies. Avignon is going to be, well, is it one of those places that it's going to get sieged all the time whenever we do fighting in here. So we just want to have that sort of secure. But I do see that we are actually out of time for this episode, so if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll show you the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.